It was a quiet, uneventful night in Pennsylvania, until someone spotted a man walking along the road. Nothing unusual, right? Except this man had no face, and his skin glowed green. To this day, no one knows who or what that was. But that's just one of the chilling stories that Pennsylvania holds. From mysterious creatures to unexplained crashes, the Keystone State is a land of secrets. And tonight, we'll uncover 7 mysteries of Pennsylvania that no one can explain. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe because there's much more about Pennsylvania coming your way. Number 7. Blue Mist Road. Imagine driving down a quiet, narrow road late at night. The moon barely lights your way, and the dense trees on either side make the darkness feel endless. Suddenly, a strange blue mist rolls in, thick and cold. It surrounds your car, and the world goes silent. This is Blue Mist Road in Irwin, Pennsylvania, a place shrouded in mystery. Locals say the mist isn't just fog, it's alive. They claim to hear whispers, faint and chilling, as if the trees themselves are talking. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures moving through the mist, their shapes barely visible. Others say the temperature drops suddenly, as if an unseen presence has stepped too close. But that's not all. The road has a darker legend. They say if you stop your car, turn off the lights, and wait in silence, you'll hear footsteps approaching. Slow, steady, closer and closer, until you can't bear it anymore. But what causes these strange phenomena? No one knows for sure. Some believe the mist is tied to tragic events that happened long ago, while others think it's just the power of suggestion on a creepy, desolate road. One thing's for sure, that Blue Mist Road has earned its reputation as one of Pennsylvania's most haunted places. So, would you dare to drive down it alone? Number 6. Raystown Ray. Deep in the calm waters of Raystown Lake, something stirs. The surface ripples, but there's no wind. Then, a shadow, a massive snake-like figure, glides just beneath the waterline. This is Raystown Ray, Pennsylvania's very own version of the Loch Ness Monster. Locals and visitors alike have reported seeing this mysterious creature for decades. Descriptions vary, but most agree. It's large, long, and moves with an eerie grace. One fisherman swears he saw a head emerge from the water, watching him silently before disappearing into the depths. Families on boating trips have spotted the creature from afar, leaving them with questions and chills that linger long after they dock. Scientists dismiss the legend, chalking it up to misidentified fish or logs drifting in the lake. But believers aren't so sure. The lake's sheer depth and size provide plenty of hiding spots for something much bigger than a fish. What keeps this mystery alive is the lack of hard evidence. No clear photos, no videos, just countless eyewitness accounts, each more intriguing than the last. So, is Raystown Ray a relic from the past? A creature that escaped extinction? Or is it just a story that grows with each retelling? Now, let's leave the lake and head to the roads for a story that's part legend, part tragedy, and entirely unforgettable. Number 5. The Green Man. It's a dark, deserted road in western Pennsylvania. The air feels heavy, and the silence is unnerving. Suddenly, in the distance, you see a figure. Its skin glows faintly green, and its movements are slow and deliberate. This is the legend of the Green Man, also known as Charlie No-Face. For decades, drivers have reported seeing this eerie figure wandering along the roads late at night. But the truth behind this legend is both heartbreaking and human. The real Green Man was a man named Raymond Robinson. As a young boy, Raymond suffered a horrific electrical accident that left him disfigured. His injuries were so severe that he avoided going out during the day to escape the cruel stares of strangers. Instead, he walked the roads at night, seeking solitude. Over time, locals began to see his late-night walks as something more sinister. Rumors spread, and the tragic reality of Raymond's life was twisted into a ghost story. They said his skin glowed green because of radiation or chemicals. They claimed he haunted the roads, looking for revenge on those who wronged him. But the truth is, Raymond was simply a man trying to find peace in the only way he knew. Even though he passed away decades ago, the legend of the Green Man lives on. Some still claim to see a glowing figure wandering the roads at night. Is it Raymond's spirit, or just the power of a story so haunting it refuses to fade? What do you think about it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments box. But Pennsylvania's mysteries aren't just about individuals. Some involve entire towns disappearing into thin air. Let's find out in our next section. Number 4. The Vanishing Village of Alvira. Picture this, a quiet village tucked away in Pennsylvania where families lived peaceful lives. Then one day, everything changed. Alvira vanished almost overnight. During World War II, the US government seized the village through eminent domain. They needed the land to build a munitions depot, and the residents were forced to leave. Homes were demolished, and what was left was transformed into a network of bunkers and ruins. But Alvira's story doesn't end there. Over the years, strange things have been reported in the area. Visitors claim to hear voices echoing through the empty bunkers, footsteps where no one should be, and unexplained shadows moving in the trees. Some say it's the spirits of those who lost their homes, lingering in the only place they knew. Others believe the land itself is cursed, a place that was never meant to be disturbed. Today, the remnants of Alvira are overgrown and eerie. Concrete bunkers poke through the earth like scars, and the silence feels heavy, almost unnatural. What really happened to Alvira? Was it simply a casualty of war? Or does its disappearance hold darker secrets? One thing is clear, even in ruins, Alvira refuses to be forgotten. But if you think that's unsettling, wait until we explore a real-life murder tied to witchcraft and curses. But wait, we have a surprise for you. If you are enjoying this video and came this far, make sure to watch our These playlists after this video. They are fully packed with hidden gems, abandoned towns in PA, and much more. And also don't forget to hit that like button because it helps us keep going. Now let's move to the next unsolved mystery. Number 3. Hex Hollow Murders. Deep in the heart of York County, Pennsylvania, lies a place covered in fear and superstition. It's called Hex Hollow, and its dark history begins with a murder that still haunts the area to this day. The year was 1928. Nelson Raymeyer, a local farmer, was accused of practicing hex magic, folk rituals believed to cause harm through curses. 3 men, consumed by fear, broke into Raymeyer's home one night. They demanded he lift the so-called curse, but when he refused, they brutally murdered him. What they didn't realize was how deeply the legend of Hex Hollow would take root. The murder shocked the community, but the stories that followed were even stranger. Locals began reporting eerie occurrences near Raymeyer's Hollow, mysterious lights flickering in the woods, unexplainable accidents, even whispers of the land itself being cursed. Raymeyer's house still stands today, weathered and worn, like a monument to a past the town can't escape. Some say his spirit lingers, protecting the land and warning those who dare to come too close. Was Nelson Raymeyer a victim of paranoia, or was there something darker at play? Something even death couldn't silence. What do you guys think? Number 2. Kbur UFO Incident. December 9th, 1965. A quiet evening in the small town of Kbur, Pennsylvania, suddenly turned into something out of a science fiction movie. A fiery object streaked across the sky, witnessed by thousands across several states. It moved erratically, leaving behind a trail of fire before crashing into the woods near Kbur. Local residents rushed to the scene, expecting to find a meteor. What they found instead was something else. Witnesses describe a large, acorn-shaped object with strange markings etched into its surface, symbols that resembled hieroglyphics. The military quickly arrived, cordoning off the area and confiscating the object. Trucks were seen driving it away under heavy security. But here's where things get even stranger. The government's explanation was simple. They said it was a meteor, nothing more. Yet eyewitnesses insist what they saw wasn't from this world. Was it a Soviet satellite? A secret military experiment gone wrong? Or could it have been an extraterrestrial spacecraft? Decades later, the Kbur UFO incident remains one of the most compelling unsolved mysteries in the world. And the truth? It's locked away, classified, leaving us with only questions. And now, for our final mystery, we enter the gates of one of the most chilling legends in Pennsylvania. Number 1. The 7 Gates of Hell. Deep in the woods of York County, Pennsylvania, lies a place so terrifying, it's said to lead straight to the underworld. They call it the 7 Gates of Hell. The story begins with an old asylum, hidden in the forest. According to legend, a fire broke out one night, and many patients perished. Those who escaped the flames fled into the woods, where they were hunted down one by one. Years later, rumors of 7 gates began to surface. It's said that these gates were built to contain the restless spirits of the asylum. But here's the catch. If you pass through all 7 gates, you'll find yourself in hell itself. Some claim they've seen the gates, massive iron structures covered in strange markings. Others say the gates only appear at night, and only if you're brave enough to venture deep into the forest. Visitors report eerie sounds, shadowy figures, and an overwhelming sense of dread. One man even claimed he heard blood-curdling screams as he approached what he believed to be the first gate. Skeptics argue the gates don't exist, that they're just part of a chilling urban legend. But those who've been to the site aren't so sure. Now here are the playlists that you should watch next if you love exploring Pennsylvania.